Hello, welcome to a pretty short video for earlier today. Just want to go over some quick thoughts I have for the Retro Cup here. For those that don't know, it has been around a couple of times now in the past. In fact, if I remember correctly, actually it was the cup I was playing in that got me to Legend for the first time a year ago last May during Season 7. And yeah, so just some thoughts here. So what the cup essentially is, it bans all the typings that were not existing in the original generation. So like, Gen 1, Alakazam, as remember, was OP for those OG fans. And then Dark types came and Dark types literally were created and even Steel types to help put kind of dragons and psychics in their place a bit more. And then Fairy types were introduced in Gen 6. So really, this top meta here, because this is the overall rankings on PvPoke, go check it out. Greatest resource in existence. Props to the man himself for creating this in the first place years ago. But yeah, look, all these picks are not really surprising. Araquanid is honestly really only up there for the Walrein Trev core, especially more the Walrein side of things. Regirock is definitely up there because of the lack of steel types, and the same as with the ice types too. Lack of steel types is going to be great. But with the rise in ghost types equals the rise in normal types to counter said ghost types, and because of the rise in ice and normal types, this is a prime meta for fighting types to really have some huge play. In fact, as many creators are talking about it, including Zionic, who posted a video about teams to run around, is Primeape. It's ranked 135, which doesn't seem that high, but it's got the moveset, and if you manage your energy correctly and or your shields, it can really do some damage despite Night Slash and Ice Punch, as you see here, not being high damage moves, but Primeape is so glassy. I mean, right, it's got the trait of Glass Cannon here for a reason. And with Counter, even though it's not the top tier energy generation, it can spam both Night Slash and Ice Punch like crazy. And if you, oh my gosh, and if you get that boost on Night Slash, holy crud. I mean, that's going to be insane. You know what? If you want to go for boom potential in close combat, by all means do it. I definitely, if I had to pick which move between Night Slash and Ice Punch to have, I honestly recommend Night Slash for that potential boost, and as well with the ghost types happening. When it comes to the flying types, yeah, close combat probably might do as much as Ice Punch, if not better. Just because, let's see, close combat, it's more than twice the damage. Plus, you get the stab too. So honestly, it's probably more powerful than Ice Punch. But where Ice Punch has an advantage, it doesn't debuff. But if you want to run it in the lead, then there's actually a case to be made to run a close combat Night Slash to maybe do a close combat depending on what you face, and then dip into your safe swap here. So. But yeah, that's Primeape there. One of my favorite picks, in all honesty, and it's no secret to anyone, it's been very powerful in every single rotation of this cup, is Froslass. It is one of my favorites. I have a rank 12 Froslass. It is incredible. Definitely some changes here, like the Shadow Alola Marowak. It's definitely going to be a bit tougher to handle. It was already toward a losing matchup anyway in even situations. But Froslass is just such a great safe swap and closer, and does decent in the lead. Its biggest weakness, kind of similar to Sableye in the sense of, outside of its either in the sense that Frost's biggest weakness is Glass Cannon, and also it doesn't get to the moves as quick as others. Like Primeape can outpace Froslass provided Froslass doesn't sneak, right? If Froslass can sneak both times, on the fifth one, if they go right away for it, then on the third one, Froslass can get the same time, and you have no choice but to launch Primeape. I mean, Primeape does win the CMP though in Frostlass's case, but imagine if it didn't, right? Like those sneaks can be crucial to turning around a matchup there. I guarantee you the most common core you're going to see is going to be Walrein and Trevenant. Lickitung is getting more and more common. I caught a great one from GBL Rewards myself, though granted it's, if I remember the IV floor, hang on, let me check here. IV floor. Okay, yeah, so because of that attack IV being under 10, it's impossible to catch a rank 1 from GBL rewards, but that 8 is so close to 10 anyway that, look, I caught a rank 25. That's pretty solid. I can build out the candies, make it a best buddy, and if I catch a better ranked one in the future, totally fine by me. I mean, I'm playing the game how I want to, and I'm enjoying it. Definitely what I want to try to run later in a team is going to be Noctowl, which if you're a fan of Zerfelros, you probably saw recently that Tendo sweep, which was with my team of Oh god, what was it? I think not on the back. I'm totally blanking on the team. But if you've seen the video, you've seen the video. It's like, dang. All right, let's see. Any other picks out there? All right, one pick at top in the rankings that I just want you to take with a grain of salt, like major caution here, is Altaria, because without fairy types then and steel types, yes, dragon types do have a bit of a leg up. But again, kind of like how the normal types came up with the ghost types, the ice types are coming up with the dragon types. You know, and Altaria is double weak to ice, so like Walrein can spam those icicle spears, and Frostlass still outpaces Avalanche. Though where Walrein has an advantage on Frostlass versus Altaria is its bulk. Again, Frostlass is a glass cannon. Those Dragon Breaths do add up. That in fact, I think. Hang on, let's look at the matchup here. I'm pretty sure, without even thinking, that if it's an even shield situation, that even if it still loses, it near next to takes out Frostlass anyway. So hang on, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go on the 2 shields here. Okay, so it does lose, but like look at how low Frostlass is, right? Okay, so we're talking, I think times 5. Like we're talking 16 to 20% of its health remaining. So Frostlass can still do damage even though it's still losing matchups. So just keep that in mind. Another one I want to point out between Frostlass is Machamp, particularly the Shadow Machamp variant, as Machamp is also a Glass Cannon, right? But Counter is a much better fast move than Powder Snow in terms of damage. And let's look at this. Machamp wins in even shield situations, literally straight going for cross chop, because like Primeape, it outpaces, right? It's only 5 per cross chop, where Frostlass, it's 665. That third Powder Snow is 5, needs 5, assuming you're just going straight avalanches. So yeah, just something to keep in mind of here. Alrighty then, so just be prepared altogether. I would definitely have to say, if I had to name the 5 most common ones you're going to see here, Lickitung, Walrein. Lickitung might be with a grain of salt, just depending on how many people have invested their time into it. But Lickitung, Walrein, definitely, regardless of Shadow or not. Frostlass, Trevenant. Then if I had to name a 5th one after that, I don't think it's going to be a Araquanid. It might be a tie between Nidoqueen, Abomasnow, and probably Jelly after that. Because Jellicent still has some decent play and can, I believe it can take a Shadow Ball against. Hang on, let's check out the matchups here. Can it take a Shadow Ball, assuming it has no damage here? Hang on, we're gonna just not bait here. We're gonna do none here. Okay, so I really can't take a Shadow Ball with the additional. Oh, hang on. How about I do 0 shields here? So it can take one, but barely. So yeah, that's actually not a great matchup for Abomasnow. Sometimes you just don't know until you look here. Oh yeah, definitely going to see Metachamps here. For more spicier picks, definitely Snorlax and even Munchlax. I would say Snorlax is the higher level spice pick, just because it doesn't have, I think it has less bulk than Munchlax. Typically, the non-evolved Mons have a better bulk stats. You know, that's kind of using both for defense and stamina here. So let's see. 95 plus 218, 308, 313, rounding wise. Yeah, Munchlax has the better defensive stats overall between stamina and defense. So yeah, and then those who don't have a Lickitung, like who want to use like the Lick Body Slam combination, if it's not Snorlax or Munchlax, Licky is going to be a decent spice pick, as though just keep note that it's still a legacy move with Body Slam. So either way, honestly, you're going to be using an Elite Charge TM, which I think for Lickitung, especially in the Great League, is totally worth it. I just haven't done it myself, again, because I just caught that high rank 25 one a couple weeks back, and it's going to take a while, and I'm focusing on other investments first. So yeah, those are my general thoughts on the Retro Cup here. Definitely, I don't think it'll be as rock, paper, scissors by not near as much as the Fossil Cup was, sadly. There's definitely lots of play. Like, Frostlass has great matchups, but you need energy in order for it to sweep. So yeah, I mean, really, have some fun with teams. I'm definitely going to be trying a run with Primeape. I did just invest in one, and hopefully that goes well, but if not, I'll make some changes. hopefully before the next rotation, I can make it to the expert ranking. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and